Hi, fire signs. Welcome back. Well, I'm back on track and I'm working on the special readings. This is an energy reading. First, the element for fire sign. This reading is going to cover the question, should I stay or should I go? At my Vimeo channel, we're going to look at the individual signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, in the circumstances as an individual sign. Here for the element, we're just going to speak of the energy of the situation for fire signs. What to do if you're in the middle of the question, maybe. How to handle other people in the middle of the situation, maybe. This again is more about the energy than it is about anything else. Now, I'm sitting in a weird position. I am not a lefty, but I'm going to be using my left hand. I'm trying to fix what they're telling me is a separated elbow. From what I'm feeling, from the evidence of how I'm reacting to certain movements, from what I understand, I've got a bit of a separation in my arm from the fall. So I'm going easy on it. I'm not wearing my support, which I guess is dangerous, but I'm taking it like a woman. Okay, here we go. Let's look at fire signs. Okay, fire signs. Focus energy. You may be looking at a Queen of Cups. This could be a water sign if it talks about an individual person who embodies this sign. It would be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. This could also be focusing on a love situation, something that you are deeply embedded in, deeply emotional about, and probably very closely tied into a partnership of some kind. It's your focus energy. Yeah, I thought that's what was underneath it. Okay. The Two of Cups. I'm going to put this back, but I want it to be known that some of you may be considering leaving a partnership where there is a, interestingly, negative energy. Addictions. Bad habits. Pornography. Anger. Any kind of behavior that makes you feel tied to, chained to. For my fire signs, you may be dealing with a Capricorn energy that is still talking about a partnership, but what kind of energy we're putting into this, I don't know. That goes back on the bottom of the deck. We've got the Two of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and now I'm wondering if that card needs to be out. Let's see what we have here first. The Magician. The Six of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. The King of Cups. The Two of Swords. The Five of Wands. And the Four of Pentacles. Our last two cards. The Death card. And the Nine of Pentacles, and so we begin. There he is, the Devil. the sometimes misguided bad behavior of someone in a partnership. I think we've got the representation of the partnership. We also have here someone who is a bit of a trickster, somebody who is can fool you with their sleight of hand, their slippery tongue. The magician can often be a bit of a troublemaker when he wants to be. He knows how to use everything that embodies him. He knows how to make things look differently than they are. He makes things seem different than they appear. Now, I want to say that some of you have kind of been trapped in a situation with someone who is kind of has this tomfoolery about him. He's a bit of a sly one. He can fool you, like I said. If this is a partner, the thing that I'm really getting here is that financially, this relationship has generosity, has balance. But there's also someone's need to adventure outward, to go beyond just this relationship. Because they have other desires. There are things that they want to manifest in this life, but they're stuck. This could be you, fire sign. You may feel stuck in a situation that you're really, you feel the struggle. There's a struggle there with this energy, this kind of slippery element who makes you feel that maybe they love you, but they're out sharing their love with others. It's just a thought that I'm getting, and I'm going to take a look at some clarification here in a minute. The King of Cups, he's devoted. He's a devoted father. He's a devoted husband. He loves his children, loves his home. But he can also isolate himself because of his misgivings. I'm really feeling, for some of you, the real problem here is the King of Cups. She's here too, let's remember. His partner. There's a feeling that there's a struggle between these two people. One of these two people has felt very much locked into a situation where movement, the desire for movement is absolutely there. Maybe what they're trying to do is hold the financial situation together so that you can make plans to move forward, to transform your life. But there are choices to be made. There is money to be saved. There are struggles to be overcome. The struggle doesn't feel to me to be terribly resistant. I think this is speaking to someone's inner struggle. And I'm going to say that the inner struggle actually belongs to him. This King of Cups energy. I think someone, for fire signs, if you've got a situation in your midst with someone who may have a drinking problem, a drug problem, pornography, hookers, fetishes, anything that's out of the norm, off the beaten path. Sometimes it's treacherous and deep, and it can sometimes consume you, this energy, whether it's within you, fire, or within your partner. There is a transformation that's wanting to be embraced here, wanting to be made, wanting to be moved forward. There's a resurrection of new once an old situation comes to an end. To me, the old situation that comes to an end is being chained to a behavior or a person with a behavior that is no longer complementary to your life. The truth needs to be unveiled. You need to see what it is that is right before your eyes and make a choice. And this test, it feels to me that the struggle is really a test, an inner test. How strong are you? Can you move forward? Can you manifest this moving away? Be strong, independent, have the kind of lifestyle that you know you deserve after being chained to what feels like a pretty negative cycle. Now let me grab some clarification. This is around the energy for fire sign. For some of you, around the situation, this can be a work situation where someone in your surroundings is doing something corrupt, something sleazy, underhanded. Are they stealing to fulfill a drug habit? Are they stealing to fulfill some kind of perversion of whatever kind it is that they... I think it's something that they hide. I think it's something that this person has been trying to hide. I think they hide behind their generosity so that no one can see what it is that they're really chained to. Okay. First, I would like a clarification on the Eight of Swords for fire signs. The Eight of Swords. Clarification on the Eight of Swords. Clarification on the Eight of Swords. I have the Six of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Five of Cups. It's all very emotional. It's all very much tied to patterns from the past. This person may have been doing this since they were a child. I'm going to say right now, whoever this is, they have mommy issues. Seriously, they have a disappointment, a detachment, an abandonment, a mother who was not fulfilling with the abundance of love. I do get the whole mommy thing here for someone. Their mommy issues have brought them to a place where that disappointment has led them to overindulgence. That overindulgence is not only going to be to their detriment, but it's also been something that they have probably done for quite a long time. Now, I would like to see with these two sixes, Here we have give and take. Are we asking if this is an equally abundant relationship? I think the gravitation is there. The progression forward towards a more stable relationship is there for these two people. Whether they continue with their relationship, that's another situation. Now, I've got the Lovers, the Emperor, and the Ace of Swords. Honestly, I think this is the wisdom. The Lovers card talks to me personally about this obsession that this partner has, a real examination of the situation, maybe seeing the situation with absolute clarity, with positivity, the direction forward, the clarity of thinking, the way you need to address the situation in your own mind. And for some of you, it may mean that you have to take charge of the situation yourself. You may end up having to be in absolute control of your own choices, making the right choices, seeing things clearly, because some of you are moving away from the situation. Some of you are feeling that pull away from a partner. There's a separation of some kind here, whether it's business, whether it's personal, family, love. There's someone moving away, someone deciding to leave. That's where the should I go comes into this. But I do see with the Two of Swords and the struggle here with the Five of Wands, there's a fear that maybe you will have to struggle once you leave. It may be more of a struggle in the home. Can I live by myself? Can I afford to be on my own? Am I strong enough to be on my own? Well, what you're holding on to here, some of you, is the devil. There he is. That says to me, that just almost puts it in writing for me that some of you are definitely dealing with an element of addiction, a behavior that is just ruinous. Ruinous. We have the Nine of Swords and the Four of Swords. The struggle is overwhelming for some of you. The partner with this deep-seated obsession, addiction, this downward spiral. I see seeing the spiral going around and around, and the more it goes around, the more it goes downward. It's a downward spiral for someone. I don't know if both of you are in a position of taking a break from the situation. But someone is absolutely needing a break from the situation. It's overwhelming. It's upsetting. Your mind might be out of control. Your thinking maybe. You may have no control over what it is that you're thinking and feeling. But one thing you do know is that a separation is probably what is needed. And that's why there's this holding on financially in the process of dealing with this struggle. With the transformation of the Death card and the Nine of Pentacles, what I really see happening here is there is a solution. There is a solution. Now, the Death card, it can, in some weird fantasy in hell, be a rebirth of this situation. I think this is about the rebirth on a personal level, on an independent level, the light within you coming forward. That independent source stepping out. Now we have the Seven of Wands, the Page of Wands, and another seven, the Chariot. Absolute, without question, there is, for someone in the situation, if it's talking to you, there's a moving away. There is definitely the overcoming of a struggle and having your way. Dealing with it. Dealing with the situation in whatever way it is that suits you. And moving forward. Choosing a path and moving forward. The Chariot is the vehicle that takes you forward. The Death card is that symbolic transformation of shedding the old and giving birth to the new. But the Nine of Pentacles is someone really that does it very much as a strong, independent soul, a strong, independent person. And now we have the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Well, there's going to be a surprise, fire signs, for whomever it is that is overcoming the struggle. The Nine of Wands is the overcoming of the struggle. The Knight makes the plans for his future. He sees an objective, he gets on his horse and he goes for it. So I do think that the overcoming of this kind of passionate inner struggle is really almost what I feel just about at the end of the road. The road to independence here for someone is really very strong. But on that road to independence, what you're going to meet is a brand new love situation. So, if you're leaving behind an old negative partner that has old negative habits, an old negative karma, I think that situation is clearing itself out to make way for the new. So, fire signs, that's what I've got for you. Under the energy of should I stay or should I go? Some of you, at that time of this hardship, there's going to be struggle. There's going to be real struggle, actually, in the actual movement of leaving the situation behind. But once you do, your road becomes very clear. And it's almost as if you go from living in Minnesota to living on a South Sea island. It's lovely. It's definitely transformative energy. And I think that the changes for fire signs during this time are really going to result in a positive ending. Now, if you want to look at your individual sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, those videos are over at my Vimeo link with a whole lot of other stuff, love readings, other energy readings. I am picking up where I left off a few weeks ago. I'm happy to be back. And until then, reach out to me if you want a private reading. Contact information is at my Weebly website, also the link down below, or contact me through my email address, also down below. And take care. Fire signs. Be well. And peace.